And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
Develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
And we're back with another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions about the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
Man, something stinks.
Howdy.
Yeah, dude, it's that spicy Italian sandwich, dog. I'm telling you, we were talking about it last week. I had to get one before the show. Also, joining us on the show is our audio producer, Sad Little Robot.
Yeah.
What's up, kids?
And yeah, outside of that, follow us on Twitter at WRKpod, Instagram at WRKpodcast. Links to everything are in the description down below of whatever you're watching. Follow us on YouTube. Help us get that custom URL. We're almost there. Do your part. You watch the show live. Do your part.
Stop being such a bitch.
Yeah, just do it for us.
Why are you being a bitch?
Why are you doing it?
Good idea. Spray something that smells beautiful. Let's get some beautiful smell to go along with AJ's spicy Italian scent.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you
like-
are what you eat.
Right.
I-
Damn. Get it. You keep spraying me with it.
Might be on purpose.
At least
I
you're
don't-
going home smelling like Uranus and lavender.
Sure. Sure.
God, that is fucking bad.
All right.
I took a shit upstairs earlier because I was like, this is going to be rough. So I didn't shit in the basement, in the studio toilet, just because I was like, nah. It wasn't a matter of you guys walking in on me. It was just a matter of...
Yeah.
And then I let one slip during the intro because I got excited and I was dancing. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
That's why you go to Subway, you ask, will the jalapenos make my farts smell worse? And they go, yeah. And you
I didn't
say,
even
all
get
right,
jalapenos, dude.
I'll put it on there. Well, you should have. Because I can smell the hint coming out of you of mayo and mustard. I think
You're wrong,
jalapenos
dude.
would have added the scent.
Flavor's wrong. Gotta get that sniffer checked out.
I don't smell the pepperoni. I'm sorry.
That hurts. Because I've eaten a lot of pepperoni and salami in the last 2 days.
All he eats is sticks of salami.
Next time you need a gas, just go up and give Sad Little Robot just a really close-up taste of it. And then he can decide if it if it smells or tastes like pepperoni.
We can probably work that out.
Nice.
If the audio suddenly cuts out, it's because I fucking died.
Yeah, I mean, it might happen. I don't know. So anyway, let's jump into El Padrino, Adolfo Constanzo.
El Padrino!
So this story starts in a little border town called, well, it doesn't really start here, but this is where our story is starting, okay? We're the pilots. You're on the trip with us. This is where the story starts.
Take your acid or Xanax
Yeah.
and chill out.
Yeah, just calm down. Matamoros, Mexico. So it's pretty safe to assume we're going to be mispronouncing a lot of shit in this episode.
Yeah, 100%.
This does not happen in Youngstown, Ohio, okay? So Matamoros is a border town close to Brownsville, Texas. It is a very popular vacation spot for college kids in the area since the 1930s, featuring live sex shows, prostitution, drugs, loose policing, and gang-run streets, making it a hot spot for Texan co-eds.
Yep. That sounds like a party to me, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I bet it'd be fucking lit. I'd probably have the best time of my life going there.
dude, just imagine all the songs that you hear at like Carlos O'Kelly's or whatever, and it's like about co-eds getting murdered in this town.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Also, this episode brought to you by Carlos O'Kelly's.
Soon to be.
Yeah, soon to be brought to you by Carlos O'Kelly's.
Yeah,
We're calling you tonight.
Sent him an email already. I already sent it.
The class that came down to celebrate after finals week in 1989 had no idea that there were over 60 odd unsolved disappearance cases since New Year's Day that year. So in 3 months, 60 people.
Right.
So it was about like 3 people, 3 people a week going missing from vacationing.
And if that if that doesn't scream good time to you, then I don't think we'd be friends.
No, like we're here to party. If you're not willing to get your head cut off in said party,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
If you're not ready to get drugged and taken out to a random field to be sacrificed, like, are you really having a good time? Did you really show up to party? I don't think so.
Are you? Like, it's like celebrating Halloween in New Orleans. Like, you might not come back, and that's just something you understand going into it.
That's the best part about going down there.
But
Yeah.
I mean, so you look at, I feel like it's a high number, but also it said about 250,000 students are around that area. And I don't know if that...
Oh, on any given weekend, too. It's
Right.
not like...
So, I mean, 60 unsolved disappearances out of that many. I mean, you know, it's not like you're going to get taken. There's just it's a chance.
Right, but that's like in the reported people that are missing. And mind you, this is the 80s.
Right.
So, like, there's no Amber Alert popping up on your cell phone. And the one instance, Mark Kilroy, which blew the whole story up, his uncle was a customs agent, and that's why the story
Shit.
became... If Mark Kilroy hadn't gone missing, we
Right.
wouldn't be talking about this guy today.
Right.
This guy probably...
Call him Killjoy. Jeez.
Yeah. Killjoy Ender.
Yeah, you right on that.
What? He's like the fucking kid sitting in the corner with a shotgun in Halo 3 when you have the sword.
Damn.
Just like, try me.
Damn.
Yeah, that is wild though. It took just one guy to bring down something. It would
One
probably
gringo, man.
That's all it takes.
kept going on. Could have been going on today. Could have been one of the hottest new cults of today's era. You know.
Everybody likes Little Black Magic.
Well, it's like, what's the Brenda from Scary Movie, what she says in the third one? It's like, oh, I got 6 brothers shot in the hood today, and we're all pausing the news because some white bitch fell down the well.
Exactly.
Mark Kilroy was the white bitch down the well.
Yep. Fair enough.
I didn't know him very well, but he kind of sounded like a bitch.
He looked like a bitch.
He looked dead now. he looked
He looked
Oh,
real dead
he
when they
looked-
found him.
He looked dead to
Wowee.
me. That's a real dead guy right there.
He's a real dead boy, I tell you. So, one of the other reasons why his disappearance blew up was it was related to a locally famous case, Enrique Calmanera, narcos trafficking guy that got disappeared.
Nachos.
Yeah, and then another reason why the story blew up so big is there was a $15,000 reward for information leading to the safe return or the arrest of the abductors of Mark Kilroy.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how you do it, man.
$15,000
$15K?
in 1989 in Mexico
There
is a lot of fucking scratch.
They're gonna bring in anyone at that point, like some
Yeah,
random
somebody's
Mexican
gonna
guy,
tell,
and they're
yeah.
gonna be like, "Bro, this guy's not white."
That would change
What do you
somebody's
mean?
life.
In Mexico?
Yeah, that's life-changing money. You'd probably die anyway if you had that money in Mexico. You'd be like, well, I want that money and to be an American citizen.
Yeah, either that or you get approached with different business ventures that you previously weren't
Yeah.
involved in.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. But
So in the disappearance of Mark Kilroy, the federales had interviewed over 200 suspects in the investigation. No information came out. Most of the people that they detained were held after their detention because they all had arrest warrants involving cartel work. This is where like it starts, just like the story goes. Like we're on like a cliff here. We're about to drive off the cliff.
Nice.
Velma and Louise style.
Is there a side railing at least?
No, it's just all gas, no brakes. We're going for it.
Okay.
And the pit, who knows? Who knows where it goes? But, well, we do. But it's a fucked up. Gets really fucking weird. So put your party pants on, people, because
that's weird. Because
get wild.
When I did my notes, I just the whole time was thinking how normal this story was.
I just kind of thought
I was
how
like,
normal dude looked. Like he didn't look like I mean, most of them don't. I guess
he was a supermodel at one point in his life.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, not supermodel, but he was a paid model.
Yeah, not a.
He wasn't Tyra
supermodel.
Banks.
He was working at the Abercrombie and Fitch, just standing outside.
No, he was above that.
Okay.
But below having a reality TV show.
He's like the guy at the bar everyone loves because he's got a mullet, and that's it. This really charming guy with a mullet, so everyone just instantly.
Well, Annie had his fortune telling, but we'll get into that.
You're pretty much
but
saying
yeah.
he's Billy Ray Cyrus, but in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably if you're trying to get a good picture, an idea of the guy, that's probably the closest we're gonna get.
Well, and I mean, he had it going for him. He was a not white American that lived in Mexico, so.
Yep.
He's flying under the radar.
Yeah, and very handsome.
Yeah, I'd give him that. He when I expected to look this guy up, I was surprised to see his style, his fashion.
Well, when I saw what he was doing, I had no idea what he looked like or what he had been up to. And I was expecting to see Richard Ramirez after the crystal meth.
Yeah.
Same.
And then I was like, oh my God, this guy could easily pose for, the adult male section of, I don't know.
All right. You guys are getting me hot over here.
Oh, we got a picture coming up. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, get that Oxygen logo out of here. They don't sponsor our show. Fuck that. Fuck that network. He could easily model for the middle-aged or dad section of
Target or something.
I was gonna say American Eagle, but
Oof. Buckle.
the Buckle. Yeah, you could definitely see him on the poster of a Buckle.
If he knew that he could have been on the poster at Buckle, he would have never done the cult in the first place. He would have just would have been like, I made it. I'm here.
Fuck my mom, fuck everything she told me to do.
Yep. But yeah, guy with some style, some fashion. Good for him.
So, at the same time that all these people are getting detained, all 200 of them, Mexican authorities had set up another anti-drug campaign, setting up roadblocks close to the American border to stop the poor smugglers without causing harm to the operation of drug lords in the area. Something they would commonly do, so they wouldn't ruffle feathers, but they would be like, hey, we're making a difference, whatever,
Right.
fuck off. Until Serafine Hernandez Garcia, nephew of drug baron Hernandez Riviera, was attempted to be detained and refused to stop. On his wild goose chase, he took the federales on a run down to a ranch. Upon searching the ranch, they found an alarming amount of occult paraphernalia. 8 days later, the police returned with force, arrested Serafine along with another drug dealer, David Valdez. While in custody, the prisoners told the police that they were protected by a power over man's law.
Can I ask you, what is cult paraphernalia?
Occult,
Like what kind of paraphernalia obtains that?
if it's violent, literally just like a crucifix could be occult paraphernalia. Like if you had blood all over a crucifix.
Okay.
Just religious but seemingly harmful religious paraphernalia. I don't know. I mean, a cult usually refers to non-Christian
Right. I was
stuff,
thinking
but
like,
a lot of like American occult.
like somebody got
things.
stabbed with a moon or something.
Yeah, well, yeah. Someone got stabbed with a globe. No, like occult usually means orthodox, like not orthodox. That's a weird word. I
understand what cult means, but like I just don't understand what the paraphernalia part would
Not cult, occult.
Oh,
Like
cult.
OCCULT.
Yeah, occult paraphernalia.
Yeah, it's non-traditional religious belongings. But in a lot of the time in like American occult crime scenes that they find, it's usually like inverted crosses with blood on them and shit like that.
Okay.
But you get into like all these other cultures where they have
Maybe it was like
72 gods and
like maybe they did a bunch of like horcruxes or whatever they're called around everywhere. Is that paraphernalia?
like there was like a horseshoe shoved up a woman's asshole. Like that's probably a cult.
Okay.
It's like good luck on your next turd. I don't know.
I should try that.
So at this ranch where they said that they're protected by a power over man's law, the police interviewed a caretaker or a groundskeeper who fingered out Hernandez and the other guy as drug runners that were frequent visitors at the ranch, along with several other people. And he told the police that the ranch was called Rancho Santa Elena. So, Ranch of the Saint Elena. I don't know. My Spanish is like not good. I took German in high school.
Yeah, I took 6 months of Spanish, so I can't help either.
Like I would do better if they called it Rancho Gustavo. Like I would be able to make more sense out of that. And I just made noises with my mouth. So
Yeah, Rancho Santa Elena, a place that I thought was going to look a lot different than it did.
yeah,
I was expecting, when I was reading about it, I was expecting some, cool hangout, some bar that bikers would drive by and they'd go in there to play pool and smoke cigarettes and drink beer. This is nothing like that. This is nothing like that. I'm pretty sure it's smaller than the place I live.
yeah. It's a hut,
Not the whole ranch itself.
just the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hut.
Yeah.
It's not great. The caretaker identified through a photo as Mark Kilroy, who was a visitor at the ranch. Upon learning Hernandez and Valdez told the police that Mark Kilroy was sacrificed for the protection of a drug run.
Mm-hmm.
He said that this was one of dozens that he had taken part of over the last year. That's what Hernandez told the authorities, for occult protection for their drug trade. He's told the police, it's our religion, our voodoo. And he also told them the leader of the occult group was called El Padrino, which is Spanish for the Godfather.
It's El Padrino, baby.
Yep.
El Padrino.
El Padrino?
The model Godfather.
Yeah, El Padrino was Adolfo Jesus Constanzo, master of African magic called Palo Mayombe. Palo Mayombe. Like I said, we're going to fuck up a lot of shit in this one. I'm sorry. But it's interesting. Serial killer episode, thumb through the big book of serial killers. And that's what we landed on. El Padrino would have his men harvest the organs of slain victims for a sacrificial cauldron, which is called a nigala.
Did they eat them?
No, they'd put them in a cauldron with blood and bat wings and sticks.
Dope.
Yeah, the picture. Did you see the picture of it?
No.
That is when I imagine occult paraphernalia. When you see a cauldron filled with bloody sticks of dead animals and blood and hair and stuff inside of a cauldron. That's where I picture occult paraphernalia. That was the picture in the dictionary.
You guys thought my fart at the beginning of the show smelled? Imagine how this thing smelled.
Probably the same.
Were they cooking it though?
No, they just put it in the cauldron. I don't know. I don't practice palo moambe.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You
I'm
gotta
trying to.
You gotta cook it,
I'm trying to get into it, but
That's a braise if I've ever heard one.
bro. All I'm saying is, how are you gonna actually summon any voodoo magic if you're not cooking the pot? You know, like that's just some cheap shit. Like
Do you wanna hear-
get
you wanna hear
yourself
some-
a hot stove or whatever, or whatever
Yeah,
you call
a hot
it.
plate.
Get yourself a George Foreman to put your
foot on.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
I like to wake up to bacon, so I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, throw some bacon on my George Foreman, I go back to bed. It's
Yeah.
right next to my bed. I woke up this morning, I stepped on it.
What is that from? I don't
The
remember.
Office.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to hear some gangster shit though? So after Hernandez confessed to the police about all the shit that he had been doing at Rancho Saint Helena, he what? Did I fuck it up so bad?
Santa
already?
Elena.
Yeah, same.
Close.
Same. I just
I would
Americanized
mess the shit
it.
up too. Yeah.
But he the police made him go back and dig up 12 of the bodies himself
Jesus.
from the unmarked graves. All the bodies were men.
Gotta treat the women right. All right.
I mean, did they ever get caught on
Yeah,
drug runs
but
though?
he didn't. No,
Exactly.
Not
So did
once.
it work?
I mean, yeah, it did. It did
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
This guy had a good career
I mean,
for someone who. I mean, yeah, there's been a
until he
lot
was
of.
retarded at the end.
Well, we can also we're definitely going to get into why he was so successful
Yes.
as far as not getting caught by the police, the federales, Interpol.
This guy
Border Patrol.
had an insane run. If he was a little bit more careful, which he wasn't, things would have gone very smooth. But was he careful? Not at all. Were his men careful? Not at all. They were stupid.
Well, they didn't have to be careful until they fucking grabbed the wrong gringo on spring break.
Yeah. They
If they never grabbed Mark Kilroy, he would have gone through the world without ever being known. I don't know. Throughout our lives without being known, I guess. He wouldn't have ended up in my big book of serial killers.
That's a big book.
It's a thick bitch.
It's crazy to think that, you find someone in that book and you're just like, oh, what are we going to get into? But I mean, this guy, the story is actually crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, it blew my expectations.
Same. I was very, very excited to do my notes and everything. I had a very good time reading about all this because I find it just amusing as all hell. Like, the movie should be made. I don't know if there is one. I honestly don't know, but there should be.
So, one thing to point out before we get too deep into it, when they made Hernandez dig up the 12 bodies, there were clear signs of sodomization in all of the bodies that have been buried for, up to 8 months. They'd been underground and they could still tell that someone ass raped them.
That's how bad they got fucked.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's,
And I'm pretty sure it was, I don't think it was really the henchmen. From what I'm remembering, I maybe I'll see it through notes or something, but I feel like I remember the henchmen and the people of the cult or whatever didn't really do it. It was more his job to torture and sodomize.
yeah, there were only a couple cases throughout the whole ordeal where someone else
did
something.
anything. Right. That is and that's
outside
that's
of like holding someone
that's
down.
a cult right there.
Yeah.
And that is the number one reason why it's a cult, because when only one guy gets to fuck, it's a cult.
Yeah,
That's just
when
cult
only
101.
when only one guy gets the money,
Yeah.
it's a cult.
Yeah.
Like a drug kingpin operation, like you got your family, like the drug family, they all get their share.
Yes.
Doesn't happen here. No one else gets to fuck. Literally goes as far, we'll get into it, but goes as far as to interrupt the sexual relation of someone who he's not interested in just because someone in his group of people was having relations with someone that wasn't him. And so he went out of his way to fuck that up and fuck a whole bunch of other shit up.
In that situation, are you talking about the female or just one of the other guys? Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into her.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Sit down. Shut up and listen.
Yeah.
Chill out.
We'll get there. So some of the exhumed bodies were shot execution style. Some were hacked to death with machetes. Mark Kilroy's body was found with his head split open, like Glenn from The Walking Dead. You guys ever seen that?
Mm-mm. Not all of it.
Blunt force trauma to the point where your brain pops out.
Glenn was the Asian guy.
Yep.
And that's how he finally died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
This happened like 6 years ago. Like, if you're interested in The Walking Dead, I'm sorry, but
it's on my list.
It trended on Twitter. Like, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
You couldn't not go throughout your day. Is Glenn actually dead?
Oh, jeez.
And then you see everyone, no, Glenn's not dead. This is the 5th time that he should have been dead, but he's not. You know, like, come on, just fucking kill him already, bro.
Is this Billy's funeral?
Yeah.
Billy knew it?
Yeah, so first correction I have to make so far of the show. It's not called a Nigala, it's called a Gingana. It's a cast iron kettle the police found on the property. It was filled with human and animal blood, animal remains, 28 sticks. Also floating in the pot were dead spiders, alive scorpions, and other things they couldn't identify. One of the things they could identify was a human brain. Funny how they dug up a brainless corpse.
You're talking about the big old pot thing?
Yeah.
I don't think you said that about him.
Did you
about
see
Mark? You didn't say that his brain was missing.
Well, I kind of like
said
that his brain was popping
split.
out.
You said, "Oh, did you?" Never mind. Maybe I missed it.
Apparently, when they got like a psychic examiner or whatever to come in, and like she was like, all I can see is that they're by a big pot, is what she said. It's weird that they found him by a cauldron or whatever.
Dude.
Parts of them in the cauldron.
Dude, I can talk shit on
they brought
shows, but like
MSNBC's
African magic,
Medium?
I don't know, man.
Yep.
African magic is, I don't know. I don't have YouTube videos of fake, African magic bullshit that I've seen. That shit could very well be real.
We have
real.
Bohemian Grove.
This shit's probably real, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They wouldn't be out there praying to fucking pagan gods for nothing.
Well, I mean, dude, they've been doing that shit for a shit ton of years, That shit's gotta have some kind of effect.
Since the Pilgrims.
Pilgrimers.
The butterfly effect.
We're leaving the United Kingdom because we don't want to practice Christianity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to be quackers.
Yeah. But
he can say that he's not fully white.
Yeah, exactly.
We have the race card on this show.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Quakers, right?
Yeah, you just said quackers.
Oh. I don't understand the joke.
Like
one
crackers.
and the same.
Oh.
Oh, you said it. Just kidding.
I can say it. It's about my people.
So when they dug up his body or whatever, I thought it was fucking funny or not funny, but weird that they had that wire attached to his fucking vertebrae so they can make necklaces out of it or whatever.
Why? Hey, they had wires attached to his vertebrae?
Yeah, they had a wire attached to his vertebrae, so when they pulled it out of the ground, it'd take a parts of his vertebrae off so that they could make necklaces out of it.
Huh.
And both of his legs were chopped off. And they were like, was that part of the ritual? And they were like, nah, it's just easier to bury him.
Nice. And my homie over here needed new legs. My homie needed legs, man.
You have to dig the hole a little less wide.
Yeah, exactly.
If you chop them up. I mean, you still got to go a couple feet deep, but you got to dig it less wide if you chop them up.
Exactly.
I'm down with that. Work harder or work smarter, not harder.
Instead of lawn gnomes, it's just 2 legs chopped from the kneecaps, just standing up somewhere out in the ranch field or something. Some good decoration. That's some occult paraphernalia.
Well, that's how they found
occult
him.
Paraphernalia.
That's how they find him. Is they put that wire sticking up or whatever out of the ground, and they just pull it up and make the necklace out of their vertebrae.
Damn. But just the vertebrae comes out.
I don't know if all of it comes out, but a few of them is what they said. Maybe one. I don't know.
Take a bat and just start knocking everything else off till you have a nice necklace. Sure.
I've worn weirder shit. I don't know.
I guess.
Anyone walking around with a fucking shark tooth necklace in 2012 they got from Spencer's Gifts? Can't fucking say anything.
I thought it was whatever.
Puka shell?
Puka shell necklaces. Hell yeah.
Nah, dude, those are just small Chad Thundercocks wearing those.
I might have to go get one.
What a puka shell necklace?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
like the broken up shells with a string through it.
And you look
Oh.
like a 90
literally,
surfer kid.
is it Adam from Workaholics wears one in like every episode?
Oh, probably.
Damn, I didn't notice that. I will have to keep an eye out for that.
I'm gonna have to rewatch 6 seasons now. That's a lot.
And one day.
All right, where are we at? We want to start talking about fucking El Padrino.
Let's do it.
El Padrino and his fucking.
Is it
Palo
culturally
Mayombe.
appropriating if I say his name with an accent? Should I say it as
I like it.
should I say it as a gringo?
Nope. Yeah, actually, probably.
El Padrino.
El Padrino.
Your typical gringo is what they said.
El
What, who
Padrino.
In this newspaper article from the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
It said, the commandant ordered to find a typical gringo that the gang had grabbed and wrestled into a truck. They even made a fucking poster for it.
Okay. It's a good art piece.
But it kind of is. You see it?
Says speaks 1,000 words. Maybe like 700 words, or maybe even 500 words. But it speaks. It speaks. Damn it.
So Abloff Winkler was born in oh, sorry, wrong show. God, I didn't even get a laugh out of the sad little robot. That pisses me off.
Adolf Winkler. I'm so.
It's Aberdolf.
Aberdolf Linkler. It's from Rick and Morty. They're in like the dream world, and fucking Adolf Hitler and Abraham Lincoln bust through the wall, and they're like, Aberdolf Linkler, what are you doing here? And I gotta tell you guys, we gotta stop the Time Lord.
Isn't it like no one wants to hang out with him in one of the episodes? Yeah. But then he becomes a badass and like saves them and dies or something, and then they're like, wow, Hitler wasn't such a bad guy. Or Aberdolf Linkler wasn't a bad guy.
Yeah, Hitler was a bad guy. We're just gonna throw that out there.
But Aberdolf Linkler was a weird hero. He died a hero.
An anti-hero, if you will. So Adolfo Constanzo was born in Miami in 1962 to a 15-year-old Cuban immigrant. First, there were eventual 3 children, all with different fathers. When he was 6 months old, his mother had him baptized by a Haitian priest in Palo Mayombe at the request of his father. His father told her he is the chosen one, destined for greatness. So, like, this starts before he's even a cognitive human.
Yeah.
This, I am great, I'm better than you.
Narcissism.
Yes.
I mean, well, his middle name is Jesus.
Well, yeah, so is a lot of people
Hey,
in Latin America.
I'm just saying.
And it's not Jesus, it's Jesus, it's different.
Yahweh. Adolfo Yahweh. Can't remember his last name.
Constanzo.
Constanzo. Fuck.
Yeah, so they moved to Puerto Rico. Adolfo was repeatedly baptized Catholic, but his family's religious practices at home continued as a dark secret. Adolfo would practice black magic with practitioners in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and traveled all the way to Haiti to study while he was in school. He'd just take random trips to Haiti to study Palo Mayombe.
And I don't remember. Was it because his mother met a man as to why they pretended to be, what was it, Catholic or whatever?
It was Mostly to keep the people around them off their back.
Okay.
Because one thing about his mother is if she was a habitual petty criminal.
Arrested 30 times, bro.
Yeah, and if she heard of a neighbor, even just rumorly speaking ill of her, they would wake up the next morning with a goat head on their front porch. Like, she was a little bit of a gangster, but like in like a creepy psycho way.
In a African voodoo kind of way. Like, don't the fuck with me, or I'm going to chop this goat's freaking head off and put it on your freaking bed.
Damn. So that's where they got instead of doing a horse, they used to just do a goat in Mexico.
Yeah, dude.
That would make sense with the El Padrino thing. That means Godfather in Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fucking...
OG.
Well, that's mostly he got. Well,
That's money.
That's the watered down.
Man, the watered down version.
The watered down version.
well, he got the name the Godfather. Like, I'm pretty sure he gave it to himself,
Probably.
but he, yeah, I don't know. It's just because he was better than everyone. Because he worked out at Global Gym.
I would be the abuelo.
Wilo?
No, abuelo.
Oh,
The sea turtle?
El abuelo.
I already told you I don't speak Spanish,
Oh.
bro.
The sea turtle.
The grandpa. The sea turtle. You're like so like, oh, I know this one.
This is the Godfather, and I am Michael, the sea turtle. Don't fuck with me, you fuck guy.
I fuck you, you fuck guy.
Fuck you, fuck guy.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm gonna start. I think that's Mike's new identity is the sea turtle, bro. I'm gonna start calling
whalo.
him that. I need,
El
how would
whalo.
you say sea turtle in Spanish?
Bro, I've got no clue.
If we end up doing the surprise episode on Wednesday, I'm introducing Mike as El Whalo.
What the fuck is abuelo?
Isn't that what you just said?
Abuelo.
Abuelo.
Sea turtle in Spanish is Tortuga Marina.
Tortuga Marina. Hey, Tortuga Marina.
Dang, I didn't know that's what they're talking about in Pirates of the Caribbean when they go to Tortuga.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Turtle
it means
Island.
turtle.
Yeah, or tortoise or something. Probably, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Isn't that where all the pirates go to hang out?
All the cool ones. The ones you
And like,
get
and like
laid
those
and have
three
sex.
bitches in push-up bras just like slap Johnny Depp like his wife
Yep.
ended up doing.
I may have deserved that one.
That's what he said when Amber Heard slapped the shit out of him.
No, that's what he said when someone else did. But Amber Heard was the first one that just slapped him for no fucking reason. Even though he probably had a reason.
Anyway,
I'm just kidding. That's my bad. Sorry if you hear me gulping down a beer. I apologize. I'm trying not to have you listen to me gulping down what may sound like a big old dick in my mouth.
I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna tell you you're doing it next time. I'm just gonna start throwing random shit at you. Anything I can find.
I know I do it. I know when I drink too close to the mic because as soon as I do it, I instinctively turn, and half the time I must have been far enough away because you didn't look at me. Apologies to anyone who has to listen to me sounding like I'm taking a huge cock down my throat.
so back to Adolfo. His family would move back to Miami, and Adolfo got his first job as an apprentice practitioner under a Haitian priest in Little Havana. His mother, habitual criminal, often left their rental properties all over Miami with bloodstains and animal sacrifices still in the house when they moved out.
Yeah, that's some next level shit, bro. Like, you could be... Oh, man. Is that gangster or is that just fucked up?
It kind of reminds me of that one in, like, the Scooby-Doo on Fear Island when they go and there's, like, that one dude doing voodoo to the chickens.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. But yeah, she just vandalizing all of your apartments that you lived in. Like, just imagine the landlord coming in afterwards and be like, fucking hell, man, I knew I shouldn't have fucking leased this fucking apartment to her. When she showed up with 3 bleeding chickens with blood dripping over my carpet, I said, okay, this is a little bit of a red flag, but I'm gonna let it slide for now. I don't know. That's how I imagine she moved into her places. Like, fucking had suitcases with like fucking bloody chickens like just hanging out of her suitcase or something. I don't know.
You gotta get them fresh every time, Dylan.
Yeah.
Or just little chickens, you know.
Oh yeah, just raise them.
Yeah.
But you can't name them though. That gets weird.
We can. I mean, we don't know their religion. Maybe it makes more power if you name them.
Name it the same.
Goodbye, Tortuga Marina.
Oh no.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pepperoni.
No.
Constanzo was considered a very poor student in all of his studies except for black magic. When he finished high
He
school,
excelled at that class.
He was really good, not at defense against the dark arts, but just the dark arts.
He was on scholarship program. Like, he didn't even have to pay for his schooling for that.
His locker room, or his locker, was basically just a portal to Hogwarts where he practiced the dark arts.
Oh.
Yeah, him and what's his fucking name?
Draco?
Voldemort.
Oh.
They were pretty tight.
I was like really hoping you weren't gonna like forget Voldemort's name for a second, and then you did, and I'm just taken aback for a second.
It took me a second, and I was almost like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck up. I have to think of someone else's name, and tried to think of another bad guy in the movie, and I was like, shit.
It's just like, is this guy's name starts with V, ends in Demort.
That's kind of a nice little nickname. Demort. What up, Demort, baby?
Demort Diablo.
Oh man, you hear Demort over there was casting some unholy spells? God damn it, Demort.
Demort Diablo.
That's what we need is a hood Harry Potter movie, like a Wizard World movie in the hood,
in the inner city.
Yes.
Jeez.
Wouldn't that be fucking titties? I think that would be so sick.
Before or after
You're
the
a
inner
wizard,
cities were
Daquan.
gentrified? That's the question.
Damn.
Do you want it to be like in the process of it before all the rich white kids got to move out of this inner cities, or do you want it in the middle of the process where all the white kids with polos are like, oh my god, there's people that don't have the same skin color as me in my school.
Shit. That
Because there's two different movies there if you take your pick.
Call it Harry Blopper.
Sure. I'd watch it.
Dylan's so self-conscious about drinking beer right now. It's so funny.
I just gotta make sure, dude.
Why don't you just fucking like push your chair back or something?
Because I imagine leaning backwards is easier than pushing my chair backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Think about that. Think about that for a moment. Let that fucking simmer.
Anyway, so after high school, Constanzo and the Haitian priest. Dude, I had his name somewhere and I can't fucking find it anywhere. I feel like I'm gonna come across it in like 10 minutes. Be like, oh, by the way, the fucking. Anyway, after high school, he and the priest began grave robbing in Miami to stock up for bones for what the fuck was it called? The cauldron.
All right, Holmes, we're gonna dig up these bodies, fool, for the ritual. Now check for jewelry, fool. Check for the rings, dog. That's what cost the money.
I don't think Dylan knows what Haitian means.
No, I don't either.
I think now it's just becoming racist.
A little bit.
What the fuck
Well, they
is
were.
that?
It wasn't. Oh wait, he was the Haitian guy was digging up. Yeah, sorry, he was Haitian. I don't know that accent. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
It's closer to Abu from fucking The Simpsons, but let's not go there.
Yeah, we don't have we don't have that friend in the podcast group. We're not allowed.
I'm not a part of this podcast.
We've got Michael though. We have the card.
A little bit.
If we need to get it laminated, we'll get it fucking laminated. Okay.
trying to find the name of the cauldron.
Starts with a P.
No, it starts with a G. Giganga.
Nobody said it was a paganga.
Ganja?
Giganga. So they were starting a apprentice cauldron for Constanzo, digging up already deceased bodies in the Miami area.
I mean, you probably get. I mean, like a lot of people are buried with jewelry, aren't they, and shit though? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, yeah, and then he gave them to his mom, and his mom would take them to pawn shops, and then she'd get charged with petty theft.
Oof.
Yeah, somehow she walks in with the jewelry to sell and make money and still gets arrested.
Well, I mean, when you're taking the jewelry from the dead mother of a pawnbroker.
This would be
Back,
like,
no, I'm just kidding. But could you imagine? She's just like, I buried my mom with that necklace like a month ago. She's like, no, you didn't.
This
No,
ring
you didn't.
says Melissa Cortez. That's my name. No, that's my mother's name. That's my name too. Oh my God, we must be related. That must be why I have this ring, right? There's still dirt on it and shit. The finger's still in the ring.
yes.
This necklace says Tom Morello on it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Must be related to Voldemort. Or Marvolo. Fuck, dude. I fucked that joke up so hard.
What the hell, bro? I was
Whatever,
like,
you
what
just
are you
remember who
talking
Voldemort
about?
was like 4 minutes ago.
You're giving me shit for about to forget, and then you go and just fucking...
At least I knew his
Jeez,
first name.
Smoke another one, boys.
Is fucking Rage Against the Machine, are they wizards, bro? Are they fucking wizards at
Tom
Hogwarts?
Morello is a wizard on the guitar.
Tom Morello
Yeah.
is actually
And
Tom Voldemort.
I will literally face fuck anyone that says different.
Dude, it's like in,
Hopefully a lot of people say different.
like in
'cause
Harry
I'm
Potter
horny.
too, when they
Mad
change
horny.
the letters around.
Tom Riddle. It was
Yeah, Tom Riddle. If you take Tom Morello and switch the letters around, it spells Voldemort.
And Tom Morello as well.
Yes. All of it.
It's basically an anagram.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the same person.
Really sloppy put together anagram, but like, who's counting?
I mean, if 12-year-old Harry Potter couldn't figure it out, like, why the fuck are we supposed to? You
Right,
know?
right.
He's supposed to be better than us.
He's got like imagine like, yeah, we think AI is crazy and what it could do for this world. He has magic, bro. What the fuck? Give yourself some cooler clothes or something. What are you doing looking like some fucking trash rat from the sewers, you know? You look like you shopped at fucking Goodwill before you went and did this movie.
Yeah, expecto de wardrobe. Like, let's go. I don't care about you expelling your fears from your life, but expecto de wardrobe.
Hey,
Walk
Harry,
around looking like Adolfo Costanzo. Look like a model.
Is that a magic top hat? No, bitch. I'm fucking just dripping right now.
Also,
dude.
I want to throw this out there while we're talking about it before we continue with the story. Why the fuck does any wizard in any world ever have to wear glasses? They can regrow bones with a fucking potion, but they can't fix your goddamn vision.
Hermione like
Oculus
fixes
Reparo, my dude.
Yeah, Oculus Reparo the glasses instead of just going 2 inches further and fixing the eyesight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so fucked. Like, oh, you knocked my glasses off. We can't continue this fight until I crawl around on the floor and find my glass.
He had a special.
And
He had a
dude,
special case of magical blindness.
Yeah, he was Velma blind too, dude. Like, he'd be like, oh, I can't tell which one's my enemy. It's like one's casting red spells, one casting green spells. One of them's your enemy. Just fucking point your wand and start saying some Latin words.
I've also not seen the end of Harry Potter, so don't spoil it for me.
Well, that's basically the end of it.
God damn it.
There's a sword involved and a snake, and they pull on each other's faces.
You motherfuck. Fuck you, mother.
It ends in an orgy.
Guy, fuck you.
No, that's the It Part 1.
Shut up.
I like orgies. I like watching them. I just want to just buy a ticket to just watch one and just go sit in like the room. Like when you watch someone die and
Dude,
you're on the two-sided glass.
let's go to fucking what's it called? Matamoros. the town where this all takes place.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was thinking Harry Potter. I was like, I don't remember that in the movies.
I don't
Oh my
remember
God.
orgies.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I can't imagine the parties in that town. I am actually when you think about just some town in Mexico that's filled with like bunch of fucking college students, any drugs available for probably the cheapest you could ever get it.
That's like it's fucking South Padre.
Dude, I feel
Yes.
like they pay you to take the drugs. Yeah, you might get kidnapped and put in a ritual and killed, but like, hey, I mean, it's free drugs.
Look, if you want to survive in like a border town, don't brag about how rich your parents are.
Yes.
Step number 1.
Do you think
Just throwing that. Don't wear university colors. Just show up. Wear like a Carhartt t-shirt with a pocket in the front and some fucking blue jeans.
And never follow a hippie to a second location.
Yeah. Just do your own thing.
Yeah.
It's like being in every major city except for there's like 400,000 less people around you. I don't know, man. I just listened to some Marty Robbins yesterday, though.
He was feeling it.
Oh, I was feeling it so hard. Just Marty Robbins and Johnny Cash all day yesterday.
Good combination.
Felt it in my loins. What do you think, Saddle Robot? How do you feel about Palo Mwambe?
What, the fucking Mexican party capital of the world?
What? No, the fucking religion, bro.
Oh, yeah. Seems fucked, but I'd join. I'm interested.
Well,
I wouldn't.
Let's
There's
get-
too much. There's too much. I mean, with magic, you know, it's like there's too much give with the take that you get.
yeah, so let's get into Palo Mwambe a little bit before we go deeper into Constanzo's life. So Palo Mwambe is considered an amoral religion, drawing no line between light and dark magic. So basically, the way it works is
technical difficulties?
That's what happens when you hit a robot.
the way that Palo Mwambe works is the lightness or darkness of the magic is degraded to each practitioner themselves, not to the religion itself. So,
Well, you need the light and the dark to balance each other out.
right. And so Adolfo, upon graduating from his practitioner's assistant, chose his patron saint, Cadiem Pepe. Sorry.
Pepe.
Pepe
Yeah.
the Frog.
Oh god.
Basically, the Palo Mwambe version of Satan. It's authentic this time because I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah! Woo! Was that really? You didn't know the word? Hey, that's awesome as fuck, bro. That feels good. I didn't know. I was like, did AJ really just say the word of the day again? Because didn't you do it the other day too, or something?
Yeah, I also didn't know that I said it the last time.
Dude, fuck
No,
yes.
I sent him 5 options for the word of the day a week ago.
I love it.
Damn.
I absolutely love it. Thank you, Sad Robot. Now take a shot. Even though robots, well, I guess robots do need alcohol. If we're talking Futurama standards.
Yeah, you don't want to rust up.
Yes. Hey, if you're at home, grab a shot. If you're driving you got a long trip, grab a
shot.
drink, grab a
Yeah.
shot. This is word of the day,
Give it
baby.
a shot of water, dudes.
This is Black Velvet. Dude, let me crack a beer quick. I'm about to throw up. Jesus.
Literally say that every week.
Black Velvet makes me.
Cord yanked his word of the day shot off the table.
Good lord.
All right. Power to the podcast.
Cheers to whatever the fuck I said that triggered this.
Satan.
Was it Satan?
Yeah.
Never gonna tell.
Okay, that's fair.
There was a couple that were said about like a minute in, but I didn't want to do any of those because it was part of like the podcast description on what we were going to be talking about.
Yeah,
so that felt like cheating. It needed to be organic
It's
and part
cheating.
of it.
The only one I remember sending you was murder.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
said
because
that, you
because
said that
you-
literally 30 seconds in, and I was just like,
because I only sent it to you because you're like, don't send me something stupid like murder.
What the?
So literally
yeah.
the first thing
You
I said was
fucking-
murder.
Was it
Oh, yeah, I
Satan?
forgot about
Was it
Berber.
Satan?
Yeah,
That's
and then
a good one, bro. That's only that was a
tried-
good one.
And then Mike said fucking Diablo earlier
I did-
too.
I
was
did say
like-
that.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, and I missed it, but then it would have been fucking weird.
Yeah.
So that's my bad, Mike. Mike actually gets the credit today.
Well, at least it's better than what I would have done because I would have forgotten about it completely until the end of the episode.
That's exciting, bro. Because I remember when me and AJ were doing this, just a duo squad when Mike went to Minnesota. And our word of the day shot was literally only me able to guess the word of the day. And I was like, this is bullshit. Like, this is fucked up.
It was a fun idea, and it was the only way to execute it at the time.
It was a fun idea. I just remember all the times when it was literally only up to me. And at the end of the episodes, I would have to be like, all right, start guide me towards it. Give me some clues. Give me some hints, you know.
Also, if you'd like to donate to our Black Velvet Stash for Word of the Day shots, please visit us at patreon.com/ WRKpod.
Support the show, and you don't need to give your whole life savings. You don't need to do it
But
week
you
after
could.
week. Yeah, we want you to. Like, do we care if you get homeless and thrown on the street? Maybe a little bit, but we would love some sponsored. We'll shout you out. Do you have a product that's not selling well? Hit us up.
Is your name McCheese?
Dude, I love that boy.
Because we will shout you out.
I haven't heard from him in like 4 months.
Hopefully he's doing well.
Makes me worried he didn't survive the fires in Australia.
Yeah, they're probably going through some shit.
Yeah. Well, he used to message me on Instagram, on our podcast Instagram account, WRKpodcast, at WRKpodcast on Instagram. He used to message me on that at least once a week of him listening to our fucking podcast.
Hell yeah.
Or like mention us in his story. Mad lit, love that kid. If you're fucking listening to this still, at this point,
That's the first. I feel like that's the first motherfucker. If we hear back from him and we continue the conversation, I feel like that's one of the first motherfuckers we got to go see.
oh, I'm so down to go to Australia. I might not come back.
I'm Australia. I'm curious about it. I'm curious about how it is over there.
You're Australian curious.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about it. So like, I've seen a few things in Australia, but it's not enough. I just don't. I don't know how I feel about it. Everyone always talks about the fucking giant spiders, and I'm like,
Yeah, that shit fucking freaks me out so bad. I don't know if I could live there, but at the same time,
I don't mind small spiders
Yeah.
at all.
No.
They can live in my room. I could grab them and have them crawl around me and stuff. But
I can throw them at the wall as hard as I want to.
once they start getting like tarantula size,
Dude,
I'm
there's
like,
spiders there that are the
no.
size of your fucking head.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, I know. Oh my god, dude.
They literally like
Yikes.
weave their webs on the power lines and shit. It's fucking get that hate
God.
speech off my campus.
That is fucking.
You see the size of that fucking
It is
thing?
fucking fucked.
That's
is
bigger than my
fucked.
fist, so I know that my fist would lose in a fight against that spider.
Think of how fast that fucker is. That guy is probably faster than fucking bullshit. That thing is probably... That could beat Usain Bolt in the race. How fucking big that thing is, dude. Imagine Usain Bolt running away from that guy. Not happening.
Get a tweezer in his or a pincer in his leg, dude.
An Australian spider versus a great
imagine the
white
amount
shark.
of, they say like
Spider would win.
they say that daddy longlegs are the most venomous spiders in America. It's just they can't pierce through to your blood vessels
Yeah,
with their
fangs
fangs.
are big
Really?
enough. Yeah,
yeah.
they have really small fangs.
Damn, but they're that poisonous. Like what? So if you
They're
ate
not
one,
poisonous. They're venomous.
so if you ate one, you'd be fucked.
No, that would be poisonous.
Oh,
If it bites you and kills you, it's venomous. If you eat it and you die, it's poisonous.
okay. That is
Learn something new every day.
that is crazy information.
Yeah, but no. So yeah, they're like the most venomous spider in North America, right? Or just the United States?
I don't know. They're a venomous spider. I know that.
All I know is that we're like 10 years of global warming away from there being tarantulas in Iowa, and I'm not a fan of that. Fucking hate that.
You ever seen the movie Eight-Legged Freaks?
No, and I don't plan on watching it because I fucking hate spiders, dude. Two things I hate seen in real life: spiders and clowns. If I see a clown at a carnival, cool. If I see a clown anywhere other than a carnival, I'm gonna fucking think about killing
There's
you.
no reason for a grown man to be dressed up in makeup like that.
No, not in normal day life. At a carnival, yes. Outside of a carnival, no.
Dude, so did I ever tell you guys I was hanging out at my buddy Keegan's place and it was dark, we're having a fire, and I'm looking into the next door neighbor's, like, you know, living room area, just glancing. I'm not
Just
really
looking
paying
in their
attention.
house.
And we're all chilling there, and there's this clown. It's dimly lit, and a clown's walking around. And I just get the biggest fucking goosebumps. I'm like, yo, guys, do you guys fucking see this right now? And we're all just in awe at this clown just walking around this house. It looks fucking creepy as all fuck. Just random as shit.
Fuck you.
That's a clown spider. They're a real thing.
That's a real thing.
That's
Are
a
you
real
fucking kidding me?
thing.
Is that its face
That
or
makes
is
me
that
want
its
to. Dude, I
body?
literally
That's its,
might.
that's its thorax, so that's its ass. But it looks like the.
It's to scare
it looks like a
people.
clown.
Dude,
Probably.
I might
Oh
fucking
my
throw
God.
up right now. Like, I'm literally about to throw up.
Dude, the one that's barely off the page is creepy as fuck, dude. What the fuck?
Fuck that.
That's
no,
a
but
happy face
I
spider.
dude,
Oh my god.
is that a real thing? Because
gross.
I'd be down with that spider.
Dude, imagine that as a pet. You guys want to see my fucking happy spider, dude? It's fucking.
You smack it on the ass and it lifts it up and it's just
Oh,
a smiley
God.
face.
Jesus.
No, but when I lived with Al and Nick, so it was me, Al, Nick, and Matei at the time, and it was Halloween. What was it, like 2017 when all the fucking insane clown spottings?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
No, it was like 15.
That was a
16 or
lifetime
something.
ago, bro.
2016. We
That
were
was-
living on 12th and Walnut, and Matea goes to let Piper out, or maybe it was Nick. I don't remember which one it was. They're like, don't look outside. And I'm like, oh, no, obviously now I'm going to look outside. I look outside. There's a fucking dude dressed up like a clown outside of the like on 12th and Walnut, that
Right.
big lamppost.
Yeah.
Dude dressed up like a clown underneath the lamppost. And I'm like,
I would
Hell
have
no.
went out there with the banger.
I almost went out there with a baseball bat.
That too.
And-
I went out there with the baseball
And
bat. too.
Matea and fucking Nick were like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill that person right now.
Yeah. There's no reason you're gonna be doing that other than to get a hype out of people, you know.
Dude,
Here's the hype
fucking-
you were looking for, motherfucker.
I do runs through like the woods and
Surprise.
shit, like just
Yeah.
like you. Our college town's kind of wooded area, so it really wasn't woods completely. But the fucking fear I had, like I had to run with my headphones like halfway out of my ear because I was too afraid to not be able to hear anything. And just the thought of clowns being,
Well, I mean-
being like sitting there watching me, it's just I can't.
Well, and then
not
the next fucking
feel
year,
that.
American Horror Story came out, and there were fucking killer clowns coming across America. It's like, what the fuck? Or maybe it was the same year. I don't know. I don't know this time frame. But at the same time, fuck all that.
right.
Anyone who did that is a fucking piece of shit, and I hope you die. In
You're gonna
a
get shot,
I hope
bro.
you die in a
You-
Palo Moambe
that's like-
fucking sacrifice.
That's
I'm
like,
sorry.
yeah, that's like going down to Mexico to this town. That's like you go there expecting that you're gonna get kidnapped and drugged. That's like what you do as a clown. Like, you better expect that someone's going to be packing and you're going to get shot. Like, that should be rule number one. Like, that should be your first thought is, okay, I'm probably going to get shot, but this is going to be really funny, guys. I promise.
Well, like, I feel like the videos from, like, Nebraska and rural Iowa made that go viral where clowns came out of cornfields and chased people down dirt roads. I feel like that's what made it such a big thing. As far as the killer clown video phenomenon was.
Right.
As opposed to, like, everyone knew, like, all those inner city ones were fake as fuck. Where it's, like, a clown and then there's another person, like, in clothes, like a doll dressed up, and they smash their head against the concrete.
Yeah, with,
that's
like,
fake.
a mallet. And
But you see 20 videos of guys with chainsaws and sledgehammers chasing people around cornfields. That shit.
I don't know, man.
It hits a little different.
Yeah, people think that the United States, we ain't creepy, we can't fuck. We can fuck. We can give you weird shit. Here in Iowa, you think we got nothing but corn? We got fucking clowns coming out of the corn, bitch. Don't come to Iowa, man, unless you're a tough motherfucker, bro. And I bet, since they're from Iowa, they probably know some wrestling in some way, and they'll wrestle you to the ground and kill you. Don't fuck with the clowns from Iowa, okay? They're still here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Dude, they never left. You guys don't see them around town? Oh my god. You guys need to be packing, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Stay woke.
That's all I gotta say, bro. You know what I mean? You go on Main Street, you see all the girls out there dressed up as clowns with all the makeup they have on and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? All right, fuck this. Back to fucking Palo Mayombe.
With Adolfo Costanza's preacher's blessing, he went through the final air quote sacrifice. His initiation is what's called a ritualistic scarring of the body, where his mentor, holding the knife, carved ritualistic symbols into his flesh while he was awake. At the climax of the ceremony, Adolfo Costanzo said, "My soul is dead and I am now God."
Wait, he climaxed in the middle of a ceremony?
He climaxed
As
a
you
lot.
should.
Okay.
If you didn't climax, all the people around him at the ceremony would probably be like, "What the hell happened? He didn't jizz his pants, bro."
Dude climaxed so much they thought it was Peter Parker's like training round.
Yeah.
Just fucking white webs all over the ceilings.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, that was some weird shit he was into. And it's crazy to me how successful this guy actually was with it all. With how, I guess, weird. I don't know. Like, the fact that you believe all this shit and you practice it, and then you do become successful as all hell. Like, fuck you.
Oh, we'll get into why he became as successful as he did, too.
Right.
So Adolfo, on a modeling contract from Miami, moved to Mexico City. He would start hanging out at local coffee shops and do tarot card readings. Before returning to Miami, he, after his modeling assignment had ran out, he had already obtained his first 3 occult followers.
Mm-hmm.
And so he returned to Miami City in 1984. Remember, this story ends in 1989. So this is a 5-year span.
Right.
That all this batshit crazy shit happens. And he lived with his disciples in a menage a trois style, where he called one of his male followers that he lived with a woman, and he called the other his man. depending on which
Depending on
which sexual allocation he was choosing that day.
It'd be like, okay, today you're my bitch, you're my dude, you're my guy. You cuddle me and you suck my nuts, bitch.
Yeah,
that's how I imagine
it was.
their
It was
relationship.
more of like, today you're my bottom, today I'm the top. But yeah, at this point, his reputation gained momentum in Mexico City, even though he was in Miami, and he was getting popular with the natives of Mexico City while he wasn't there. Which is like, I feel like if he was still there at this time when he's like gaining momentum, it would have been less dangerous than when he's not there and they're like, oh, this man of mystery from the United States in Miami, he's from Cuba, he practiced in Puerto Rico and Haiti. And so it's just like the air of mystery made it that much more dangerous to local gangsters falling into his bullshit.
You can't, like, you have him there full time. Eventually, like, the possibility of someone finding out that he's, kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
possibly,
kind of almost full of
shit. But yeah, dude, I 100%. That's something I thought about, was that to him, it's the only reason that they believed him is, first of all, because he gave the same tarot card reading bullshit that said, things, and we'll get into this, but him saying things such as, yo, you will be untouchable. You're going to be untouchable, invisible to authority, all this bullshit crap, but he only does it once a year and then, disappears. Not really, but like you said, that mystery of it, even if something didn't come true, word of mouth could make it true in an instant, let's say he said someone was going to get away with a bank robbery. He's going to be famous for that idea and thought, and the guy could still fail the bank robbery, and the word of mouth of him giving that blessing is so big that it wouldn't even fucking matter. That's the shit I imagine happening, is that he gives these fake readings, could totally be fucking wrong, but word of mouth is too fucking huge, and now everyone believes it. The guy could still fail and no one fucking cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, I'm trying to think of the current shit, like social media wise, like people who are wrong and are bullshit who just advertise right make so much money because it's advertised. It's word of mouth.
Right. Lies always spread faster than truth. That's
Right.
like the rule of thumb.
Lies are a wildfire. Truth is a water stream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
That's what I saw in the tarot cards today, okay? So when he had left, he had 3 followers. His first return back, he had 14. So his followers are growing exponentially. He was growing famous on the streets of Mexico City to the undercity of Mexico City. And he was being told to people of higher powers that he is not only able to cleanse your soul from curses of your enemy, but also see into the future of your prosperity and help you plan your day-to-day functions outside of, like, in your drug trade. So this is where it gets really fucking weird, is that two of the people in his cult were DEA agents, or 3 of the people.
I think it was 4.
DEA agent,
or maybe 3 were like
Federale.
DEA agent, but there was dude, high level people in his cult was fucking
in the
nuts.
Mexican government.
Yeah. In the government that were in his fucking cult.
That's usually how it goes in Mexico.
Literally the guy in charge of Mexico City's Interpol.
Like, you hear of corruption and shit, with like police officers maybe being a little bit corrupt or something like that, letting drugs fly through, but to actually join the cult itself, this guy is this cult.
Well, your like police department aside, we're talking Interpol is International Police Department.
Right.
Right. And the director of the Interpol in Mexico City was in this guy's Palo Nwambe. They call it the flock.
That's why I'm saying what I was going to say is like this to me feels like one of the most powerful cults out there because it wasn't a cult that brought in, you know, I mean, I guess like, I don't know, I guess like Nexium, you know, brought powerful people, like you have the fucking whatever, and of course Scientology, but I mean, this is just some fucking cult that, you know, brought in people with power way above your fucking head.
Yeah, but if they didn't kill fucking Killjoy or Kilroy,
it would have been massive.
Would have been under the table.
Like you had drug dealers you had drug cartels that fully believed in you. You had government officials. Like this had everything in the making to be like just one of the most powerful cults ever created. You know, if he just didn't fuck up. If he just would have paid a little more attention. I don't get how he can be. People are stupid, bro. People are so fucking stupid. I feel like anyone in this room, I feel like if I put my money on any of you guys, I could have said if we all had the same position at the end, I feel like any one of us, I'd put my money on any one of you guys that you'd run this shit better than he did. I don't know why. I just feel like the guy was an idiot.
Well, he had the head of the Interpol in Mexico City. He had one of the top-ranking federales in his group. And then he had the chief of police of Mexico City, I believe.
I'm trying to see where I think I don't even think I added them all. I should have somewhere.
Well, this is later, too. Like, we haven't even gotten that far. It just kind of spilled out.
Right.
So he returns in 1984, returns to Mexico City, lived with his disciples and then not long until his reputation of fortune telling got to the cartels at this time in the late 80s were having fortune tellers be on their payroll. Constanzo was organizing their shipments for them based on his readings. And for extra, he would perform rituals that would make the gangsters invisible to police, impervious to bullets. But the reason he was able to provide that protection is because the people that were supposed to be policing these cartel drug movements were worshiping Constanzo.
Right. That's why... Yeah, I didn't want to say it all.
And so he was
invincible to bullets. That's a big one. That's a big one, bro.
He was not only telling them not to go to these locations, he was telling his followers that were in these higher up not organizations, government.
Right.
Dude, organizations. I
didn't fully follow all their positions and what they did either. But
dude,
yeah, they were trying
to understand the Mexican government in the cartel era is fucking like trying to understand chess. It's a nightmare.
You'd have a 12-year-old kid on the street who works for the fucking government probably. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on over there.
He would tell them to move their pawns in on, you know, a fucking rook when the queen is sliding in home, or a pawn itself is sliding in home and respawning the queen. I don't.
Well, he was getting, you know,
just
he was
chess talk,
using his you know,
connections,
movement to take down other. Like he was like, oh, cartels, like I see in your future, you're gonna do really good. Your opponent, John over there, is gonna die next week, and then he'd get fucking someone in his crew to go fucking kill off or arrest fucking John over here.
Yeah, and he
looks like a goddamn genius, bro. That's a businessman. That's why he looked like he did. He looks like a businessman more than a fucking cult leader, you know. And I feel like at
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, I feel like at heart he was more in the mindset of businessman model The ritual stuff, I think he was very hardcore with, but he also I think that's why he's a serial killer.
I feel like he got way hardcore into it in the end of it, just out of desperation.
But I think like with the torturing and stuff and saying things like "bring me someone who will scream," shit like that, like which we'll
if they
get
don't
to.
Scream, we need to restart. Yeah,
but like I think he's more in the idea like he likes the life of luxury business, playing that side of the field over his fucking voodoo shit. But I feel like he also is very passionate about that as well. But I feel like he definitely
he butt fucks everyone before he kills them.
Right. I definitely think he was more about the fucking... He liked the business side. He wanted to be rich. He wanted to be on fucking top. That was like... I feel like something he wanted so badly. He asked. He asked the guys he was working with, the cartels and shit. He tried to, after doing a successful drug bust or saying that one of your enemies is going down, I can't remember exactly what it was, but he asked,
I want 50%.
He wants 50% of the company. That's a big offer. You don't go to Shark Tank and ask for 50% of the company. Like that just doesn't exist. I don't know. That like none of that was wild to me. Like
Well, and one of the fucking crazy things, I'm pretty sure the cartel that denied him got shut the fuck down by the federales.
Oh, really? I thought
because the cartel that ixnayed him,
I guess he was working with a lot, like different,
a lot of them. Like
everyone. He was working with like the whole area.
Yeah, when he was in Mexico City, he was working with everyone.
Crazy, bro. This guy was on a fucking roll, dude. This guy was the guy. This was like dude.
He was as rich or richer than the drug lords in the area, without a fucking shadow of a doubt.
And like drug lords, like they have maybe police and Interpol under their pocket, but like you have a guy who's working with every different cartel. People in the fucking law enforcement, like you maybe you should have offered him fucking more money. You don't have to give him 50%, but you could have tried to reason with him.
Give him 40.
Say 20, and you can have all the free cocaine you want.
You give him 40, and we're not talking about him today. Or you give him 30, we're not talking about him today.
Right. I don't know though. That's where it's like it feels like his business life and his Palo Mayombe life, his cult felt like they were like two separate fucking lives. Like I feel like I'm talking about two different people when I talk about one or the other.
Well, they were, but they weren't. It's he's using his Palo Mayombe results that he had gotten from fuck all tarot card readings 2 years before, to now he's controlling how the federal government in Mexico is policing drug trade. He's policing how the international government in Mexico is policing drug trade, and he's policing how the United States government is policing drug trade. Just literally in a year and a half of him living in Mexico City.
Reading tarot cards.
That's how fucking crazy it gets. That's how fucking... And it's just insane. People that are in power being like, yeah, we're a part of your cult now. Tell me what you want, leader.
Right. That is insane. I guess, God, it's weird. I feel like it succeeded more sometimes, like faster than other cults that I've listened to about, because, at least he has like the Palo Mayombe is a background of its own. So it's not necessarily they have to believe in him. They just believe in, they've heard
voodoo.
of it. Yeah, voodoo. They've heard of it. They, believe in it.
Palo Mayombe,
he just kind of came in and pretended to be the All Might.
Yeah. I think we talked about it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's voodoo without good and evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just whatever you want, which is cool. Just like these tall boys are running through like a waterfall.
It's like in voodoo, what's it called? Hoodoo is like the holy sanctimony of voodoo.
I've got no clue. Who did that voodoo?
Dude, all this
You do.
information that I have about subterranean religions, it comes from Supernatural. So I'm just assuming I'm right.
Did you say subterranean?
Yeah, that's not the word I was looking for.
No,
What the fuck?
nope.
Sumerian? Yeah, that feels better.
Yeah, subterranean would be underground religions, but I mean it could.
I mean, it's kind of an underground
Right,
religion.
right,
you know?
right.
I mean, how many people are out there on the day-to-day be like, hey, here's my new voodoo church. What up?
Should we make one?
I'm more interested in making a Palamawambe church, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I've already actually been on the process of getting people to follow.
Oh,
And they said, if you're the leader, yeah, I'll do it.
okay. I guess I have to do it now.
Yeah, you guys are going to be part of my Palamawambe church.
Yep.
I think it'd be tight. I think it'd be sick.
Yeah. You're
I'll-
fucking badass. Best church in town.
Dude, we could sell. It could be like, bro, we're selling locally made occult paraphernalia.
Dude, imagine this.
A cauldron for every home.
We tell Dan Derry and Darren Beck, like, you guys don't want the feds to catch up on your fucking cocaine deals that you're bringing up in car tires like they talked about in the episode of Psych.
Damn.
We got you. We're going to cast a spell.
Yeah, dude.
They're part of the mob, so.
I think we'd have to, honestly, I think it could be.
They're part of a really shitty mob because I know a lot of people that have held Darren Beck at gunpoint and demanded money from him.
Well, he owes a lot of people money, so.
Yeah, so he's the perfect person
I'm not
to
talking
invest.
about Beck. I'm talking about the Dearys.
Oh, I meant Darren Beck.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking scallywag.
Yeah, dude. I think if we were gonna try and trick any of the local business people to give us money to protect them with voodoo magic, I think Mike's the only one who's allowed to show up.
Yeah. We're gonna.
And we'll get Matea to like style your dreads in a fucking crazy ass fucking helmet.
Me and Little Robot.
You and Little Robot.
No.
I think you, Little Robot, and AJ over there could probably all do it. I don't belong anymore. I look like a fucking
A shoebie.
a shoebie.
Yeah.
I'm not cool anymore.
Fucking shoebie.
I don't have long hair. You know what? Showering with long hair is difficult
Huh.
because it takes 5 hours for your hair to dry.
You're a fucking pussy.
You just put it in a fucking towel and it dries right away.
It does not dry right away. It doesn't. I know for a fact it doesn't. I've experienced it. I love the hair. I love the long hair, but man, it's a lot.
Who do that voodoo?
I think it is crazy though that I would have thought that voodoo, and I feel like people are naive and they'll believe in anything, but I'm surprised that the idea of like voodoo, Palomayambe kind of stuff was the big deal in Mexico, and there wasn't kind of their own like, oh, you gotta pray to the gods or else Chupacabra will come and kill you.
Well, it's like
sure there was
super
a lot of-
anti-Christian is like a huge...
It was a lot of like Aztec things like, oh, we'll do these earth and not the earth things, but like these plants and shit like that. I don't know.
I'm sure there was. It just surprises me how hard a new kind of, and I guess I don't know how new. That's why I said like it's an already known thing, African voodoo.
Right.
So how well was it known?
Well, how
easy was it for these guys
when they brought the Africans and over to Haiti or whatever, and then they mixed with the locals there and made the Haitians pretty much. That's where they got their cultures from. But the Aztecs, had their cultures as well. And then, Christianity came over, and everybody's got to be Christian now.
Yeah, like the whole thing like in Mexico is like Christianity ain't working out so well.
Nope.
Especially in like the late 1900s is like, oh yeah, it's still just a fucking mess of drug trade going. I mean, the drug trade started in Mexico and what? The year it was founded? Like,
Well, that's how you. I mean, of course.
We
The
have this
spices
great
are
new
good.
land. Let's sell some drugs, dude.
I mean, it goes all the way back to fucking Hernando Cortez fucking coming in from Spain.
Gotta get them spices, my dude.
Yeah. Fucking looking for El Dorado.
Damn.
I feel like with the history of all this stuff and like, you know, the history of shit like that, I feel like you guys could all, you know, you guys should be like teaching this stuff in a college. I could see you guys all as like professors in a college. Even our sad little robot, he'd be like a stocks teacher or something.
Be like what us teaching fucking how religions took over each other in Central America over the
I don't
years?
know history. Gosh, I wish I did. I wish I paid attention more in school. Now that I want to.
History is literally just
anyways.
battle of religion over battle
Right.
of religion over battle of borders. That's all history is. It's just borders and religion, borders, religion.
I feel like you
repeat.
guys know though. You know you ask me to talk to you guys about. Oh God, don't even get.
That's
me
why
to
you're
try.
bringing you here as a color commentator.
World War, dude. The way
I know
World War
nothing.
One started though is fucking crazy. Like the fucking, were they brothers or cousins or whatever? Like the British cousin and the German cousin and the Russian cousin, or were they brothers? Were they brothers? And then fucking the one didn't like let the fucking German fucking cousin come into Britain or whatever, and he ended up getting killed by his people. And then boom.
I don't.
That
Yeah.
wasn't like all of World War One, but like that's a piece of how it started.
Oh, I'm sure.
All I know is if that Archduke Franz Ferdinand didn't get killed, we wouldn't have "Take Me Out" by Franz Ferdinand.
Damn.
And that makes me really happy that he did die. Not happy about the people that died because of him. But I'm glad we got that song because I fucking love that song, love that band.
One of the first riffs I ever learned on guitar. What a beautiful song.
Take me out.
Is that what is that what the song is like? Take me out, like kill me? Is that what you're saying?
No,
or?
the band is called Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah.
I
thought the song
the
was
assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand is what started World War II.
Okay, but Take Me Out isn't about saying, hey,
World War
kill
One.
me.
World War One. My bad. My apologies.
Okay, so it's Wilhelm II of Germany,
Turkish
King
Turkish
George,
guy, right?
and Tsar Nicholas.
Saddle robot, Turkish Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Czar, C-Z-A-R. I know my stuff.
T-S-A-R.
Oh, damn, I don't know my stuff. Whatever.
I can't believe I thought that was World War II. What the fuck am I thinking?
It was Austrian.
Austrian.
Yeah.
That explains
So-
why Hitler got so pissed when he ended up in power.
Yeah, so it was the murder of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the
Do you know the
Austrian
fucking
throne,
guy,
and-
guy that shot Archduke Franz Ferdinand? He was stopped a block earlier and questioned by police, and they literally have a written police report. He's like, I'm about to do something that I don't want to do.
Damn.
Gavrilo Princip. I don't know how to fucking say that name at all, but
Yeah, don't do it. We've been culturally appropriating enough this episode, and it's only gonna get worse. We're like halfway through it. We could just do a part 2 on Wednesday if we wanted to, if this goes on for a long time.
No, I want to talk about the Jew. I want to get.
I wanna
there.
talk about
I wanna
the Jews.
Get there. I want to talk the juiciness, dude.
Oh, everybody say I want to talk about the Jews. I was like, damn, bro.
I want to talk about the juiciness of the story because I don't know. This story to me is just fucking. It's crazy.
You don't want to leave the people hanging for 2 days.
I don't want to leave myself hanging. I think the story is. We have to go through it.
Dylan's like, I
love
can't
it.
nut until we get done with his episode.
I don't know why. That's why I said in the beginning, like this could be such an easy movie for someone to make. It'd be a fucking banger, dude.
Dude, the fucking what was it? Me and you talking? No, it wasn't me and you. I was talking to Dana about it.
Oh, you don't want to talk to me no more? Okay. It's
I've
whatever.
been fucking just sitting in Discord. No, but me and Dana were talking about it. He was talking to me about Ed and Lorraine not Colin. What the fuck?
Yeah, Amityville Horror.
Yeah, and we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, dude, there's so much shit that went on in their lives that is either bullshit or is just such a good story.
Yeah, so much bullshit, but such good stories. So much bullshit. God damn, that episode was awesome because I knew nothing about them, and learning the amount of bullshit that they would do for their books and their movies.
He was talking about like what movies to watch in what order, and I was like, if you want a good scary movie, watch Scream.
Oh fuck yeah. I watched it for the first time with you guys, and that was awesome.
Yeah, that shit was...
was fucking... Scream is... Oh my God. I just have to say, I've been saying it to everyone. I'm like, Scream is probably one of my favorite movies now.
Oh, it's so good.
And I never
Scream
had
2,
seen it except for like a month earlier. It was so good.
You watched it with me, Sammy, and Mateo,
wow,
right?
What a good movie, dude.
Scream 2, great. Fucking
Is it? Do you think it's
almost better?
Oh man, okay.
Scream 3, a little bit
even without Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh man, I'm in. I'm hooked. Is there do you know the big name in Scary Movie 2? Like who's the big actor
Scream
in it?
2?
Or Scream 2? I mean, not Scary. I'm sorry.
It's got the guy that plays the sheriff in Justified is in it.
I think I know who. I can't put a name to him, but
you can see his face.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's like 20 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who else is in there? It's got it's got Sid. Not her best friend because her best friend got killed. The dude that was like the movie theater guy. It's got Courtney Cox. The fuck is the guy's name? Will Arnett? Is that his name? Will Arnett?
That is a name.
It is a name.
I mean, it's a famous
it's someone's name.
If he's in that, then that's awesome, bro. I gotta watch that movie ASAP.
No, but the guy that's the main character in Justified is in it, which is also a fucking show everyone should watch, on par with Sons of Anarchy. I've heard FX original.
Amazing things about that show.
Well, I used to watch it with Dana. I think it came out when you were living in Ohio. But I would watch it with Dana.
Ago.
I would watch it with Dana at the fucking apartment.
That's crazy as fuck.
AJ, you and I went and watched we watched the fucking series finale at a bar.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You guys have FX here?
Season 6 finale of Sons of Anarchy. I almost got fucking mugged at Social House.
Jesus.
Because,
dude, you can't fucking spoil it.
Spoiler alert, I cheered really loudly when 2 people got killed, and everyone at the bar was really upset about it.
If you've seen the
Al
series,
was fucking 20 years old, and we were at the bar drinking.
No.
He was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I was drinking water.
He was drinking alcohol at a bar underage, and I was with him buying his drinks.
Just tell the FBI directly. Just send him a letter.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm drinking Mountain Dew,
The only person that can get in trouble is the bar, so it's like not that big a deal.
Give the Sean White answer. Oh, I'm drinking Mountain Dew, baby. I'm drinking Mountain Dew. You guys see that interview? He won the Olympics, and he says, "Oh, we had bar service, and they were bringing me drinks." And the interviewer on the news channel goes, "Wait, drinks? Aren't you only 17?" And he goes, "I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby." You never seen that?
No.
Oh, man.
When he won his first gold medal.
Yeah, and he's like 17, and he's like, "Are you only 17?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm talking about Mountain Dew, baby." And she just starts laughing. It's like, dude, that is the answer. That's the answer to life right there. And I doubt he got paid for saying that for Mountain Dew. I doubt they sponsored that answer right there. So I don't know. But fucking, we gonna talk about Sarah. His fucking chickie, his chica.
I was gonna get deeper into his like drug kingpin operation before that.
All right.
So as Constanzo was, as his wealth and fame grew in Mexico City, he began growing an even bigger following than the 14 people that were originally following him. Real estate investors, gangsters, prostitutes, and trans nightclub performers. Assembling, in addition to his group, was 4 members of federal judicial police. Of the 4, Salvador Elarazon, commander in charge of narcotics investigation of the Mexico City Police, giving him more of a hold on keeping cartels in his, his ring. He was keeping the cartels safe without letting them know that he was keeping them safe. And he was also able to execute operations on 2 different cartels where he wasn't telling them that he was working with both of them at the same time. I mean, like, you're safe from the police, you're safe from the other cartel. I'm magic. Ooga booga.
Ooga booga booga booga. Ooga booga booga. This other cartel won't fuck with you.
But so he was working with 3 cartels at the time, working with the federal police that were in his cult. And no one was none the wiser that he was like, yeah, you're safe to go to El Paso. You're safe to go to fucking wherever you want to go.
Mm-hmm. This is before, like, imagine Twitter in these days. You know, the cult leader would be tweeting like, "Oh my God, this guy's a magician." LOL. This guy's crazy. He's doing crazy stuff for us. Way to go. Big ups.
So another guy that was big in his organization was, this is where the pronunciation is going to get real fucked. Florentino Ventero Gutierrez. Gutierrez?
Is it Guiite?
No.
Oh, never mind. I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, sad little robot. He was retired from the Mexico Federal Police, and he was the guy that we were talking about earlier in charge of the Mexico City station of Interpol.
Right.
Venturo would introduce Constantino to the Calzada family. Within 3 years of moving to Mexico City, Constanzo was worth over $7 million in American dollars in Mexico City.
How many pesos does that math go?
We got a 1987 times.
I'm not good at math like that.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Inflation, everything. Gosh, so yeah, too much math.
Yeah. He convinced himself that he was the sole person responsible for the growing success of the Calzada family, and demanded to be let fully in to the family itself, 50%, but was kindly rejected, is what the report showed, or what people have said.
They're just like, no, like, we don't think that'd be a good idea. We're sorry. We just don't think it's a good idea. And he's like, okay. I see you, and I see that. But all I'm doing is giving you magical powers, okay? So, like, I will respectfully decline, okay? But it's a little fucked up.
So Constanzo also dabbled in drug dealing himself, using his contacts in the underworld and in the police to scam small crime families, and he would flip their stashes. So it just increasingly, like, he's worth so much money at this point.
Right now, a peso is worth 50 cents of a dollar.
Okay.
So there's that. If anybody wanted to know.
Okay. So 2 pesos is $1, is what we can go for.
Pretty much. It's like
Around-
49.6.
Around that ballpark.
Something like that, yeah.
You learn things. You learn things here on this show.
So there's this is part of my notes to say at this time between being a teenager fortune teller and a high society wizard, El Padrino had started filling his gingala or cauldron with human sacrifices. No one's sure of when it started, and his suspected total murders is around the 23 mark, but I feel like it's probably higher than that.
Way higher. What do you do with the things? Do you just like keep adding to your cauldron, or like?
Yeah, until like it overfills, and then you just like pour it in the sand.
There's no room left. Get a new cauldron.
Like,
Here's $20. Go buy a new cauldron. This one's full of fucking bullshit.
I bet you cauldrons are pretty dang expensive, especially for a big ass one like that. It's like all cast iron.
Yeah, maybe. But in Mexico, you wonder if there's like you go to an antique shop or something.
And they just got them.
I don't know.
Okay.
They end up having to just get like what do you call them? The tubs, the plastic container tubs or something.
A tote.
A tote. Yeah.
Rolling
yeah.
up totes full of.
Just like they were like, this is way cheaper, okay?
And they just bury it in the desert.
Yeah.
So you remember how we were talking about the Calzada family?
Yeah.
Like everyone in the underworld of Mexico City thought that he took that rejection on the chin, until 3 days later, 1 day later, 3 members of the family were found missing, and candles burnt down to the desk, like just left lit overnight, burnt down to the desk in the Cazalda family office space. Police were finding themselves fishing body parts out of the Zampango River. Eventually, they found 7 family-related bodies, ritualistically carved up, body parts missing from fingers, toes, ears, and genitals. Most of the bodies had the spines removed.
For jewelry purposes.
Yeah, necklaces.
Yeah.
And also burying. It's easier to squish a body down if they don't have a spine.
You know, it's like the game.
Operation.
Genitals, fingers, ears, and toes.
Yeah.
Ears and toes.
Yeah.
Genitals, fingers, ears, and toes.
That was Jeffrey Dahmer's version too.
Yeah. A lot of the serial killers followed that.
Yeah.
Good for them.
They were just top different versions in elementary.
Cut off their fingers and toes, in their toes. Go back to the body and rape the shit out of it. What?
Some
never heard that
more of the
version.
missing parts, like ears and fingers, were rumored to have been found in Constanzo's Ginganga later, but
I really want to know if they cook it.
When you're like in the 23 ballpark, how are you gonna identify a finger that's been floating around in a cauldron that's probably been simmering for a while,
Right.
with blood?
Yeah.
The eye of a salamander, bat wings. What else they put in?
Some Harry Potter shit, dude.
It's Eye of Newt, something bubble, hubble double, coil and bubble.
Hubble double, doil and trouble.
Frog.
Eye of Newton, cauldron,
Bubble and
Trouble.
toil.
hubble, bubble,
Trouble.
boil and trouble. Something wicked this way comes.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Frog.
Come back, you son of a bitch.
That is Macbeth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Sarah Aldetre. That's the girl Dylan's been trying to talk about for like an hour.
Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah Aldetre.
Hey, we got Dana. Dana in the chats. Thanks for joining, big dog. Love to see you. Love to talk to you.
Sarah El Dente.
Sarah.
Aldreta.
Sarah El Dente.
Sarah, are you okay? Are you okay, Sarah?
She was the daughter of an electrician from Matamoros.
Same.
She she was later in life awarded residential alien status in the United States and attended Texas Southeast University in Brownsville, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Smart cookie. Good grades. Hella good grades.
Yeah,
Smart,
top of the class.
Yeah, apparently just smart as a book. Smart as a book, dude.
She was a
this girl.
star athlete and later got a degree in physical education. She started dating a known drug dealer from the Hernandez organization, if that rings a bell, if you've been paying attention from the original point of the show where we started the story.
Mm-hmm.
Hernandez. Yeah, sounds familiar. One day driving around, Aldreta was cut off in traffic by a shiny new Mercedes. The driver got out and was very apologetic and introduced himself as Adolfo Constanzo.
Oh, weird. That's the guy we're talking about.
Oh, and yeah, they were immediately sexually attracted to each other.
Did she have a big butt?
Except for Adolfo got to know her and woo her and told her that she had the same beauty as his mom.
Yep.
Did he really?
They didn't really.
I was saying, is that how you?
It was a lie.
Yes.
But I was gonna ask, is that how you pick up chicks? You just tell them they look like your mom?
No,
you tell them that they have the same. You crash your car into their car.
Crash your car into their car.
And then
That's
you
the
tell
trick.
them that they have the same birthday as your mom.
Oh, I think you said the same beauty as.
She
his
goes,
mom.
"Do you have an insurance?" And he goes, "Oh man, you're so pretty.
You have the same
Wow.
birthday as my mom.
Don't call the cops. You're
She's
so pretty."
dead.
Like
But
that.
yeah, it was a ploy. It was a lie.
Yeah, this was not a chance encounter. Screech.
Screech.
But the man she had been dating, Sosa Hernandez, was the target of Adolfo, and he had been following both of them for like a month-ish.
Stalking.
So he
Stalker
thought what's her name
status.
was in the car. What's his name was in the car?
No, he knew he wasn't. Because he had his henchmen.
He just wanted to fuck his wife.
Yeah, basically.
Long dick style.
Long dick style.
Aldreta joined the group. Soon after, Sosa received a phone call saying that she was with another man, which enraged him, causing him to end the relationship. Heartbroken, she went to seek out the only comfort that she knew. El Padrino.
Alfonso. Or whatever the fuck. Adolfo.
Adolfo. El Padrino. He told her that he saw the breakup in his tarot cards and didn't want to tell her. After that, I shit you not, they had sex.
Did they make babies?
It's the only girl he ever had sex with.
Yep. He was not a fan of the female vagina.
Not a fan.
But he did it anyways. He was...
Did it for the boys.
Yeah. That was a weird one.
Do you think she might have looked like a man?
No, she was actually pretty kind of
She was
good
tall.
looking.
She was really
dude, I
tall.
like tall
She was a
chicks.
volleyball player
She was really
from
tall.
Texas.
I'm not sure if I don't think I have this in my notes, but I think she was...
I need to touch something now.
Oh, 6'1". She was 6'1". I was thinking like 6'8" for a second, but she was 6'1". Still very tall.
Yeah, so their sexual relationship was short-lived, as Adolfo had been very outspokenly preferring men. But she was cool with that, and hooked onto that occult religion shit, and now his penis. She was now known as La Madrina, or the Godmother.
Abuela.
while Michael over here is the Tortuga Marina, which is the sea turtle.
I still don't understand.
Tortuga Marina.
Yeah.
What's short for that? I don't even know.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It would be Tortuga. It would just be. It'd just
It'd
be
be turtle.
You're the turtle, but he's the turtle of the sea. He's the Tortuga Marina.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just call you Tortuga,
Right.
I guess.
I've got a shell, and I've got 13 rings, baby.
Yep. Yep.
Just like a young tree, like a sapling. Tortuga sapling.
Yeah. It is crazy though that always baffled me how he went after this girl, knowing this girl, and decided to like go after her and like it was like
He
what,
was
what
like,
are you
I'm gonna have
doing?"
sex with you, but I'm gay.
Yeah.
What if she was
Like that. Like I've seen it before.
Oh,
but
like
it's
I don't want to
like-
have sex with you. I'm gay. You don't get it. I want to have sex with
Well,
you.
it's
I'm
all
gay.
for
I
his
just
like late, long term plan.
put up the
I'm gonna fuck your
put
bitch.
up the like the Bill Clinton to Hillary, like, yo, like we're gonna be married. I'm gonna fuck around. That it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is.
I think Hillary was just more surprised that it wasn't a little kid.
Wow, Bill, you've upgraded. You decided to go older. Okay.
Have you guys seen the fucking trailers for the Monica Lewinsky
No.
show?
Yeah. I think it's funny.
Oh my
they
god,
used
they make her look like a dumb bag of rocks. It's-
Monica Lewinsky.
Dude, if I was Monica Lewinsky, I'd be suing whoever the fuck made that.
I like the actor that plays her. I think she's a
I would sue
funny
that
actor.
fucking production company so fast.
Mom, I need help. I'm in trouble. I fucked the president. I gave him head, and then I asked him to fuck me, and he said, "Oh no, baby, it's good."
I'll just
no.
stick a cigar in there instead.
That was a different girl.
Oh, my bad.
So Constanzo told La Madrina that her connection to the Hernandez family was going to reach back out to her with a problem, and God forbid the Hernandez family had a problem coming up. Constanzo told the potential head of the family, Elio Hernandez, that Palo Muambe would provide him with the invincibility from enemies, external and internal, if they remain faithful to Constanzo, saying that he could use their enemies as sacrifices to provide protection for the crime family. The cost of this partnership was a 50-50 split in the drug trade. They accepted.
That's why you accept it. Otherwise, you're gonna get burnt the fuck down, bro.
After this transaction happened, El Padrino moved his headquarters to Ranch Santa Elena, 20 miles out of Matamoros.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the story comes full circle.
One thing I thought was pretty nuts was these mob bosses and stuff when they wanted demonstrations and stuff, and he was doing the he would do not demonstrations, I guess, but the different rituals when he would do it with the different animals, and what kind of animal it was how more expensive it got. And like it was super cheap for like shitty little animals, but then like you get up there,
African zebra, $4,300.
expensive as all fuck. Like for the same ritual,
$4,300 US.
Like, dude, are the like no one asked
that really
if the
the
animals.
price?
That was his price.
For a zebra?
African zebra to be sacrificed outside of Mexico City.
How much does one cost just to be brought in? Because I might want a zebra.
It's probably way more expensive to get it in the United States, but to get it to Mexico.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was It's crazy, dude. The shit he could just pop up anything he wanted, you know?
Right.
Here's an animal. I'm about to kill it, and you gotta pay me.
How much is a penguin?
Probably a lot, bro.
I don't know what a penguin was, but I think a small, like a cub lion was like $3,500 US.
Damn. I would want at least to eat some
Everything
of it.
was in like US dollars, which like blew my mind. Or maybe
They at
they
least
just like
took it.
translated it
Right.
in every documentary I watched about this
Right.
weird fucking person.
Penguins right now are running from $1,000 to $22,000.
Oh.
Emperor penguins are probably $22,000 ones.
I want a small one.
That's what I'd think too. I'm on the penguinpricer.com or something.
You're on penguinpricer.com.
That should be illegal.
Black market
Jesus
penguins.
fucking Christ. Get off those websites. You're on the same
I'm not. I just fucking Googled
I was
it.
like, what the fuck,
Wouldn't that be funny though?
You
It
just
would be
gotta
kind of
fucking-
funny, but remember the last time you decided to Google shit in the middle of a podcast?
I know, we got shut the fuck down. That was funny though.
Funny for you.
Schmectacles?
Yeah, your computer like burst into flames and our stream like got disrupted.
Yeah, it was real cool. Real fun, mad lit. Great times.
Yeah, you gotta use your Tors and your Veeps.
Good old GameStop episode. That shit was fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, that should not end well. At all. But anyway, here we are today talking about El Padrino.
Fucking motherfucker, dude. Crazy guy. Good looking guy.
So when they moved to the Rancho Santa Elena, 20 miles outside of Matamoros, he immediately crested the ground with the murder of a rival gang member and a farmer. The murders left him unsatisfied, as he had returned to Mexico City and decided to oversee. This is the first time that he had two of his own people murder someone in front of him. He tortured them, had two of his cult members / lovers
Lover / cult people / fucking boyfriend / girlfriend.
Yeah, he had them murder two people and left their bodies on the sidewalk. It was found by children in the morning.
Jesus. No, they've probably seen that shit before.
So
Hey, what's this guy doing in the road?
Poke him with the stick, huh?
Yeah.
So a Hernandez family member was kidnapped with his 2-year-old son with a ransom of $800,000 US after a scheme gone wrong by El Padrino involving the Hernandez family. Had no idea that he was doing this, but it was just him trying to fuck over a rival gang. And the flock, instead of paying the ransom, sacrificed a random local and prayed for their safe return. A few days later, the man and the son were returned unharmed, and Constantino took full credit for it, claiming that his spiritual powers brought the family back together.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
All with a little bit of voodoo and sacrifice.
Who do that voodoo?
A lot of good things come when you kill someone and rape them.
A short time after that, Florinito Ventura committed suicide in Mexico City. He was the Interpol guy in the flock, is what they called themselves, the flock.
Did he commit suicide or did he commit suicide?
He committed suicide, and Constanzo paid little attention to this. In November 1988, George Gomez violated the flock's rule by getting high on their own supply and was sacrificed for the protection of the flock to not
Donuts. Get
like
off
funnel
my
cake,
back.
bruh.
Yeah, I'm a funnel cake dude. Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, I think almost everyone now, this episode has dropped something on the floor loud as fuck.
Anyway, competing smuggler Estevez Rodriguez Luna was sacrificed on Valentine's Day, 1989. Two other dealers related were added to the list of sacrificium when they walked into the ceremony uninvited.
Oh yeah, that was like apparently two people. Yeah, two people just walk in random as fuck inside of this random ass little ranch house, this tiny ass place. They just walk in there. Hey, what's going on in here, huh?
Yeah, grab them.
You guys having a party? Yeah, sure. Come here and have a seat. Take a seat right over here. Right over here.
Yeah, just take
Right over this cauldron.
Right over this cauldron. Look into the cauldron.
I feel like
Don't mind the people with the machetes. Just stare into the cauldron.
like they would just like they'd be like, oh, this is our bathhouse, you know, and those two people are just sitting in there taking a bath in the cauldron, and they start heating up.
Yep. And they
Start
start throwing the
slicing
carrots
in.
and shit. Yep.
It's like here is where Adolfo is going on the downward spiral, where we see all these serial killers before they get caught. 9 days after that, he tried to sacrifice another rando that they picked up in the local town, but he put up so much of a fight that Elio Hernandez, the new leader of the Hernandez crime family, had to shoot him in the back of the head without the customary torture or sodomy. So not long after that, they had captured and sacrificed Elio Hernandez's cousin, Helio Hernandez, before they realized they fucked up.
That is fucking wild.
And they had to go up to Elio Hernandez and be like, hey, we sacrificed your cousin. You have extra protection.
Damn.
Like, yo, yeah, I know this looks like we fucked up, but I promise we fucked up.
And at this point, they're sitting on almost 100,000 kilograms of marijuana illegally on the Mexican border, on a ranch with a cauldron full of blood and body parts.
How much is a kilogram to a pound?
Sad little robot, we'll find out.
But yeah, that was
1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds.
Damn.
So almost 228,000 pounds of marijuana illegally on the border. Like, we're talking 20 miles from the border.
Reynosa.
And they're trying to figure out how to get it across the Rio Grande to Brownsville, Texas. And the flock was given a victim by the Hernandez family, but Constanzo said the sacrifice will not be. It'll be insufficient, is what he described it. Bring me someone who will scream and scream loud.
Scream for me.
Just around the riverbed.
Sing for me.
Just around the riverbed.
Perfect.
And this is where the story goes full circle. The killing of Mark Kilroy blew Constanzo's mind. Not only a slaughtering of the rival families got the attention, but the killing of a visitor whose family had connections in the United States federal government got the attention. Like, he was killing rival drug kingpins' family members left and right.
Yeah.
To no attention, and then he kills this one random American.
You done fucked up, AA Ron.
You done fucked up. And he said he needed one more sacrifice to get this shipment across the border. And this is where he got this is where he said to get the shipment. So in haste decision, he killed Andretta's former lover, Soze. Andretta's the girl.
Sarah.
La
Sarah.
Yeah, La Sarah. The godmother. And believe you me, all of that marijuana crossed the U.S. border successfully.
Oh, I believe it.
Must have been the sacrifice.
Even with the police found the ranch a week before that shipment went. And it still crossed the border successfully.
Yeah, I think from what I read and what I looked up, it was
like,
Sarah who led the police. And I don't remember why it said that or why specifically, but I'm guessing she must have started to not feel safe, maybe. But it said she led the police to the ranch a week earlier.
Well, it was the Hernandez brothers that they arrested a week before on a drug muling operation. She took them back to... She flipped the script the minute that the... Anyway, that's after her arrest that she takes people to see some shit. 3 days before Constanzo was given his cut of the deal, the 4 Hernandez family members responsible for giving him his payment of like $1.2 million US were all arrested on their way back from the successful shipment. Just arrested of being brown and having large sums of money.
Right. No drugs. The drugs were gone. They sold the drugs.
They'd already sold the drugs. They just had a lot of cash.
But unfortunate for him, there was no money to give to poor Adolfo.
So Adolfo went on the lam with Aldreta, 2 male lovers, and Hernandez family hitman known only as El Dubi.
It's a tight name.
Yeah. The feds hunting him down in like Escobar fashion, I guess I would say. He was going to attempt to flee to Miami, but his contacts in the DEA told him that he was flagged down. So he stayed in Mexico City, bouncing from disciple's house to disciple's house. Tabloids started flying around all the way from Japan to like New York City.
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
Talking about
all around the world.
Rancho Santa Elena.
All around
findings. The world. Constanzo read in Trader in the tarot card reading that he did one day and was gassed the fuck up. And he starts pointing his Uzi, his MAC-10, at all his homies that are in his hotel room with him. Like, I don't know who I can trust. There's a traitor among us. Obviously, it was Aldeta.
Yeah, it says Sarah was... Do you have the part in your notes where she writes the note, drops out of her window?
Yeah.
That part's funny as hell to me.
So he began only sleeping for minutes at a time and never was holding anything other than his Uzi in his right hand. He threw a rager in the apartment where he started staying in while the police news... he fucking lost his lid when they concentrated the entire Rancho Santa Elena. They gave it an exorcism and then burnt the ranch down.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
aired it on national television.
Yep.
Yeah, then they said he starts freaking out, throwing couches around, just fucking tearing the whole place
Just
apart.
flipping shit over. Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's... gosh, I mean, I guess it would make you crazy. If I saw that building burn down, I'd be like, wow, it would take me probably 4 hours with my boys to rebuild that piece of shit.
Yeah. So at this point, he's like hanging out with the 4 people that are still with him. His 2 lovers, his woman, and the assassin. Aldeta, the night before they were found in Mexico City, wrote a note and threw it out a window of a Rio Sena hostel. And it said, please call judicial police and let them know that in this house they are seeking, or the people in this house are who they are seeking. Tell them that there is a woman being held hostage. This is her playing fucking just straight bullshit.
Yep.
Right. Trying to get out of it.
Because I'm pretty sure she was found guilty on charges after she completely worked with the state. But on May 6th, 1989, police were going door to door looking for a missing child. Adolfo, being paranoid, sleeping very little, panicked seeing the police and started opening fire on them with his Uzi. And within minutes, 180 police officers surrounded the hostel they were staying in.
Mm-hmm. You done fucked up.
The only bullet that hit a fucking person was one of the first 3 shots Adolfo fired at the unsuspecting police officer. The firefight lasted for over 45 minutes. Adolfo handed his Uzi to El Dubi, knowing that he was not going to get out alive, and told El Dubi to kill him, Aldeta, and his estranged lovers.
Martin.
El Dubi killed Adolfo, one of his estranged lovers, leaving him, Sarah Aldeta, and his other estranged lover alive after the 45-minute gunfight.
So during the gunfight that that Costanzo was throwing gold coins and burning fucking all the fucking money he had and shit like that.
Damn.
Don't doubt that at all.
Dude, just throwing gold coins outside, that'd be dope as fuck to just pick them up.
I wouldn't even care if there's a firefight going on.
No,
I'm there.
I'll be grabbing them fuckers.
I'm already in it. But yeah, it's crazy situation. Takes one guy that you kill because you were horny and wanted to sacrifice someone.
Yeah. Because he was unsatisfied with the previous sacrifice. If he would have been satisfied with the previous sacrifice...
If only the previous sacrifice screamed more.
Jesus, you know what?
If only.
You think it, like, even boils down to, like, you know, when the Aztecs were sacrificing people? Shoot, maybe he had some of that powers.
Maybe, yeah. I don't
maybe,
know.
probably
I don't know
not.
that magic.
I don't know.
Do I
Maybe
believe?
just in Mexico you have to sacrifice people, otherwise, I don't know, that's just a thing. The sun won't rise again.
Sounds like a Marty Robbins hit that was never written.
I mean, you got to, bro.
Well,
If you
that's why
want the
they
sun to
sacrifice
rise
people.
again,
Ah.
you want the sun to rise up, you gotta kill someone. Otherwise, no sun for you.
No sun for you.
No
I
sun
feel
for
like
you.
we could pull that off. Not the sacrificing, just the song.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought we were talking about the sacrifice, but thank God we're not, because
We got to get it done in the next 2 years, otherwise it's not appropriate for a bunch of gringos
Sure,
and then
yeah.
a half Mexican ginger to
obviously.
make that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can only run that card for so long before they're like, yeah, but that's 2/8. It's a quarter of your show.
Yeah.
Not even be an eighth of the show.
Yeah.
Gets that card and it's like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if you boil it down to a fraction, probably. But
Yeah.
we put it on a record. We label it 1964.
Damn.
Use fake names.
Yep.
Like, you guys haven't heard the song? He
Mm-hmm.
toured with Johnny Cash.
Yeah. It was written actually by Johnny Cash.
Mm-hmm.
We just give him a writer's credit, even though he only said
Giving
one word.
writer's credit to the fucking Cash estate.
Yep. Well,
Good.
fucking, that's how Old Crow Medicine fucking made their start. They fucking wrote a song and then fucking credited it to being written by Bob Dylan when it wasn't.
Hmm.
And then the radio started playing it, and then Bob Dylan was like, "No, that wasn't me," but he still got money from it because he got a credit.
Nice. I would have just said fuck yeah, I wrote that. That's all me. That's my song.
I wrote that shit.
Well, it was actually talking about that wagon wheel song or whatever, and
Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel.
in one song that Bob Dylan had, he talked about a wagon wheel, and then they gave him credit for writing the whole song or something like that, just because of that. Wild.
Mama rock me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's a way to end it, you know. Just have your buddy kill you, shoot at some cops, burn your money, have your buddy kill you,
and your lover.
And your lover.
Yeah,
it's a good way to go. And your lovers.
Well, lover. The other one was alive.
The other one got away with.
Sarah. He had sex with Sarah once at least, so we can count her a little bit.
For 3 days, he had sex with Sarah.
He made love
Jesus
to her.
Christ. Just have sex for 3 days? I can't even go for like fucking 2 minutes.
Well, and then he had 2 men that he was lovers. It was his estranged male and female
He'd go to have sex with Sarah, and he'd have to have his boys come in and fluff him up.
Damn.
Suck my dick like you mean it, bitch.
Finish up down there and get the fuck out.
Yep. It is what it is. Adolfo Constanzo, or whatever the fuck.
El Padrino.
El Padrino.
Who really knows?
Rest in peace, or in hell, or in whatever voodoo Satan shit you worship.
So yeah, before this episode ends, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRKpod, Instagram at WRKpodcast. Hit up the Patreon page, patreon.com/WRKpod. All the links are in the descriptions down below. Follow us, show us your love. Kiss me on the lips.
Follow Dylan home.
The secret oaths.
Yeah, follow me
The secret
home.
proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.